Okay, Gab, so we're nice and warmed up now, and we're going to get into the lesson. So, for the past few weeks, we've been working on identifying the phase of play that we're in and then matching our shot intention to that phase of play. And we've been doing it with a real consistency focus. But also, we've started tying in controlling space. So, we've been trying to be really consistent, but also start to understand how that controlling space can help us beat our opponent and help us put them in tough positions, but also how to do it from each phase. Now, we're going to continue working on our phases of play. Now, obviously, we've covered quite a lot of on defensive phase of play, where to hit when you're trying to control space, but also what the shot intention should look like: more height, spin, giving yourself more time, and also potentially neutralizing. And then from that neutral phase of play, trading and allowing yourself the chance to build the point a little bit before trying to attack. And then the attacking phase of play, obviously identifying the right shot to build on and the right shot to finish on. Okay? So we're going to go into, first thing this lesson is we're going to set up a little game. I'm going to feed the first ball in from a return position, so as though you've served. And the game situation, what we're aiming to create here, is you attacking and approaching the net. Okay, so we're going into an attacking phase of play, and your intention is to build and approach the net. Okay? Now, the goal here is as soon as you feel like you can attack, so it might be straight from the feed, you might have to trade for a sec and then get into it, and then start attacking until you feel in the right phase. As soon as you feel like you're in the attacking phase of play, you come in and approach and get to the net. Okay? So it might not be off the feed, you might have to trade a little bit, but as soon as you're in that attacking position, you go for it. Okay, here we go, Gabs. Okay, that's fine. If you don't have a chance to attack, that's okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, just long. Very close though. Okay. Oh, defending. Oh. Let's go a few more, Gabs. Oh. Let's keep it going, Gabby. Come on. You've got that shot in the locker, I know it. Here we go. Oh, great defending. Just deep again. So unlucky. Oh. Oh. That backhand approach was actually deep. Let's go a couple more, Gabby. Go this side again. Oh. Oh. Let's go one more. One more. This side. Oh. Great ball. Okay. How's that feeling for you? You know things looking too great. Well, be more honest. But yeah, I mean, there's some really good things happening, and one thing that I really liked was you were upgrading to the forehand a lot on that short ball. So I think we had 2 or 3 backhand, I think 3 backhand short balls, and I was giving you quite neutral, not neutral, but quite central balls. So you could have taken a couple of them on the backhand, but you were upgrading to the forehand, so first of all, really like that. Want to have a little zoom in on the forehand approach, because I think there's a couple of things we might be able to work on there, because I think we were 0 from 6 on that forehand approach, maybe, or 0 from 5, but either way, we want to get that up a little bit, because we have been working on, you were hitting that amazing last session, so we definitely want to have a little look at that again. So Gabs, we're going to go now, sort of, I don't know why I'm bringing this forward, we're going to continue, we're going to go slightly more close with the assessment now, so I want to zoom in on that. So I'm going to feed you a neutral ball in the backhand and then a short ball in the forehand, okay? So it's just to move you out the court a little bit, so make it a little bit more realistic instead of popping the short ball straight in. So I'm moving you out the court with the backhand, and then your job is to get onto that forehand and attack the net, okay? Okay. And sorry, we're going to play the point out after that forehand, okay? Neutral ball, and then, oh, it's a great ball. Okay, I want you to remember that one. Once we've done a couple more, I want you to remember how that one felt. Oh, there we go. Ooh, okay, let's go a couple more. I think I know what we need to work on here. That was a tough feed. Keep going. Right on the line. Nice shot. It is right on the line though. Good ball. Okay, last one. Just a little side note. That's not an attacking backhand. Okay. Here we go. Oh, great ball. Okay, so think about all the good ones in that bunch there. What you were doing. You were super balanced with the legs, and you were there early with the feet, which allowed you to drive through, stay balanced low with the head and the chest on the shot, producing a really challenging ball for me. And you were actually putting it away. I couldn't get to it. So, 2 things. Tactically, in fact, technically first, when you're off balance on that approach, your head and your chest are coming off the ball, which is causing the ball to spray, because during that preparation phase of the shot, you're not quite getting your feet there quick enough, which is then impacting the hitting phase, and because you're off balance leaning to the side, it's affecting the angle of the strings on contact and causing the ball to spray a little bit, okay? So because of something that sometimes isn't happening in the preparation phase, not getting there quick enough and being balanced is affecting the hitting phase, which is then causing the ball to spray, make unforced errors, or sometimes even you getting away with it a little bit, just going a little bit too close to the lines, you don't have that margin for error, and it's just because of, as we said, not getting there quick enough to allow yourself to be balanced, okay? And under the pressure of a match, you hit a few great line balls, but I don't know if under pressure after playing for an hour and 15 minutes and you're deep in the second set, whether you can rely on those line balls coming through for you. I think we need to really take a step back and focus on that process coming up. So that ball, I'll just grab the basket and come round. Do you need a little drink, Gabs? Grab a little drink. So that ball, we really want to treat that like a building shot. Sometimes you'll get the feeling that you're ready to finish. But on quite a lot of these balls, you're not more than halfway up the court. And maybe it's better to have a building intention on that in order to make more. So we're going to practice here, coming up for the short ball. So if you want to jump on this side of me, Gabs, I'm going to just dip. Are you going to check if it's still recording? Yeah, go for it. Probably a good idea. Fingers crossed. Still going? Praise the Lord. Right, okay. Do you want to jump over here, Gabs? Right, okay. So, I'll show you what's happening sometimes first. So sometimes we're coming up to that ball and we're just either falling down a little bit. Can't believe I made that one. Or as we come through, popping up. That's obviously exaggerated, but popping up with the head of the chest or falling down to the side. And it's all to do with not getting up to that ball quick enough. And you see, causes the angle of my strings on contact to be different every time and affects our consistency. Okay? Now, if we have in mind the goal of building with this shot, let's grab a couple balls. We have the idea in mind of building with the shot and we get there nice and quick and allow ourselves to be balanced, stay through with the head in the chest. We're not going for as much, so we're not risking spraying, but we're still maintaining good quality of ball. So we get up nice and early with the feet. Pause before, pause after the shot. Stay balanced with the head and the shoulders. It's allowing me to maintain control over that shot while still challenging my opponent. And the key word is building the point. I think it looked a little bit like at times you were trying to come up and just finish the point with a huge shot. It's just not possible every time. Sometimes you've got to stay in the rally and build. Okay? So, goal here, we're going to go into a little bit of a closed practice to work on this shot. I'm going to be feeding from here, so I'll just do a little demo for what I want. We're going to come up to the ball, nice and quick, big steps, pause, sideways on. I'm then going to drop feed for you here. You're hitting through with a building intention and then pausing here. That should boost our consistency on the shot by maintaining the balance through and allowing us to make more balls. Okay, here we go. Up you come, pause, hit through, pause. Good. It's really good, Gabs. Up, pause, pause. Okay, remember it's building intention here. We are in an attacking phase of play, but we're not trying to finish yet. We're trying to build. Here we go. Pause. See your feet twitching. You weren't balanced. You sort of trying to still reposition there. Get in the right position early. Pause. Hit through. Just move this one. Don't want to trip. Here we go. Up. Pause. Pause. Building intention, Gabs. We're not trying to totally flatten this ball out. Still add the shape, add the height. Come on, you can do this, Gabby. Pause. Pause. Let's go process focused here. So forget about the outcome. Let's have this massive focus on pausing before the shot and pausing after the shot. Okay? Let's go for it, Gabby. Pause. Pause. Okay, great shot. See how that kept the head and the shoulders on the ball? Pause. Pause. Yes, there we go. Keep focusing on that process. Let's go a few more. Pause. Little bit off balance as we came through. Make sure head and the shoulders over the ball as we come through the shot. Let's go a couple more. A little bit off balance again, Gabs, come on. We got this. Keep the head in the chest, down over the ball. There we go. Awesome ball. 2 more, then we're going to have a rest. A little bit moving, a little bit shuffly with the feet as you're sort of moving the feet as you were hitting. Keep those feet planted and just move the feet to step through. Stay balanced, okay? Last one, then we'll have a little break. I don't like that shuffle whatsoever. See when you come up and then shuffle it up, get the feet in the right position and then hit. Okay, here we go. There we go. Great strike. Okay, let's grab a little drink of water. I know it's hot in here. Good effort. That's good. Now, you notice how the feet moving before the shot or during the shot takes you off balance and takes you away from the intention, and we end up spraying the ball. Anytime we've got that extra movement, it transfers into the angle of the racket, which then causes us to spray a little bit and reduces our consistency. Oh, thirsty work. Right, let's jump back up. So we're going to bump this along a little bit. I'm gonna hand feed from the middle here because not super realistic with the drop feed. So obviously not often that your opponent goes, here Gabs, come up, I'm going to drop the ball for you and you can hit a winner. So you're going to have a little bit less time here. A little bit less time because I'm feeding the ball and you've got to move up while the ball's moving. Ball's moving during the feed. Big focus still. Balance. Hit through. Balance through the whole shot. Pause. Pause. Remember, you've still got that building intention. It's not time to finish yet. You're building the point to hopefully push forward to the net. Okay? Let's go for it, Gabs. You ready? Up, pause, pause. Great shot. Getting a little bit towards finishing though. Keep the building intention. Pause, pause. I like how you stayed low through the shot though. Pause, pause. There we go. Great shot. Really good pause before and pause after. Pause. Feel that head in the chest coming off the ball as you come through. Stay low nicely through the shot. Pause, pause. Yes, that was the one. Great shot. I know it was a good shot. I didn't even have to look. Pause, pause. Yes, there we go. Awesome. Keep it going. Pause, pause. You got the balance though. It's good. Pause, pause. Yes, there we go, Gabs. Come on. One more. Pause, pause. Okay. Really good. Happy with that? You're nailing that process every time. Remember, if we focus on the process, sometimes the outcome takes care of itself. Okay? Let's get a little bit competitive. Okay? So we're going to play a game. So 15 love, 30 love game. Every time that you get that pause and pause, you score a point. Every time you miss out a pause, I score a point. Okay? Okay. Let's go. Pause. Pause. You get it? Oh. Get that one out of your way. Okay, again. You got the pause and pause, but the head in the chest did pop up a little bit. Make sure you're staying low on the ball. Still 30 love to you though. Great ball. 40 love. Okay, that was too easy with the pause and pause. We're going to add in, you have to have the pause and pause, and the head and the chest have to stay over the ball. Okay? Here we go. Pause, pause. Popped up a little bit, ever so slightly. Okay? And you see it in the result of the ball. Let's go. Pause, pause. That was the one. 15 all. Pause, pause. Yes, there we go, Gabs. Pause, pause. Yes, come on, Gabby. There we go. I think that's 40-15 you now. Finish it off now. Yes. Put it there. That was awesome. Okay, Gabs, let's do a little ball collect. Grab a little drink first. I'm just going to double check this is still filming. Yes. Still filming. Okay, All right. Do a little ball collect to clear the court up. You go. Right. You grab a little drink while I'm getting these balls in. How do you feel there? Do you feel the difference when you maintain that balance? The difference in the consistency, and actually, do you feel any difference in the control of your shot? Like, do you feel like you can better execute that building intention from that balanced position? Yeah, because obviously we went into scoring. I only won 1 point when you were, so out of 9 points we played, because it's 2 games worth, you won to love and you won to 15. So out of the last 9 shots that you hit, 8 out of 9 of them you were balanced, head and the chest down, and you made most of the shots. Obviously thinking process, 8 out of 9, very good percentage. Okay. When you're ready, come and help me pick up a few of these balls, and we're going to move a little bit further along, make it a little bit more realistic. Doing a good job, Gabs. Very hot in here. Oh. So we're going to make it a little bit more realistic now. And we're going to make the feed, like, more realistic feeding. I mean, we're not going straight into points or anything. I'm going to racket feed from across the net now, as that's slightly more reflective of the ball that you're going to get in a match. Still focused on the same process though. So it's balanced with the feet, getting the pause with the feet, and then staying balanced over head and shoulders over the ball, head and chest over the ball as we're hitting through. Okay? We're still going with that building intention, Gabs. We're not trying to finish on this ball. We're trying to build and get to the net. All right, Gabby, when you're ready, we're going to go into the same thing, and I'm now feeding from here. I'm going to give you a few to get back into the rhythm, and then we'll go into that same scoring that we were doing before, okay? Obviously, it'll take you a sec to adjust with the new ball coming towards you. Good try. Give you a few before we start scoring. Now still get that pause and pause. Good. Pause, pause. Yes, I love it. Pause, pause. Great stuff. Keep the building intention. Pause, pause. Good. Keep the building intention, so don't go too close to the lines. Keep the margin for error. Keep the shape and spin on the ball. Good. Get that pause and pause. Good. Good. The control over the angle of the racket is so much better now because you're balanced. Let's go into that scoring now. Think you're going to beat me to love again in these games? Yeah? Yeah or no? You don't seem convinced. Oh, you will? Okay. All right. Ready? Pause and pause. Awesome shot. Pause, pause. So much better with that control, Gabby. Pause, pause. Good. Pause. Came off the ball a little bit. Because you had good margin for error, you got away with it. Let's keep going. 40-15. Oh! I thought, to be honest, balance was still there. Just caught it on the tape. Okay, game you. Let's go another game. You tell me whether you did it right and you score based on that. Pause, pause. Did you have the pause? Yeah, you didn't have it at the end. So 15, love me. Yep, 15 all. Pause, pause. You had the pause, but what happened with the head and the chest as you came through? What happened with the head and the chest as you came through? Off the ball. So that's my point, 30-15. Pause, pause. Good. 30 all. Pause, pause. Good. Game you. Nice work. Okay. Push that ball into the net, Gabs. All right. I'm going to move those balls away from the baseline now, and we're going to go back into that same pattern that we did in the game assessment, which was neutral ball on the backhand, followed by short ball on the forehand. Okay. This time, we're not going to do games, but we're not worried about the backhand, so don't worry about if you're making or missing that one. We're going to go 10 shots. I'm going to count how many out of 10 we're making on this short ball forehand, okay? Now remember, Gabby, it's a building shot, okay? We're not playing the point out. We're just going the same pattern, but I'm racket feeding, okay? Neutral backhand. Up, pause. Off balance, right? So we've got to get there quickly with the feet so we can stay balanced. Oh, taking my basket out. Up, pause, pause. Remember the building intention, that's 0 for 2. You're not trying to win the point here. You're trying to build. Good. Yep. Up, pause, pause. There we go. Much better. Nice backhand. Up, pause, pause. A little bit off balance going through. That's 2 out of 5 now. Good backhand again. Up, pause, pause. Yep, great shot. Let's go, Gabby. Pause, pause. Yes, there we go. Pause, pause. Yes, Gabs. Keep it going. You executed the process perfectly there, and you got the benefit. Pause, pause. Yes, there we go. Last one. Up, pause, pause. Yes. Gabs, I was counting there. That was 7 out of 10. And that was with harsh calling from me as well. Awesome work. Get a little drink. Really good job. Really good work. Now, we went from, what were we in the assessment? Was 0 from 5 or 0 from 6? I think it was 0 from 5 to suddenly making, obviously that's not live and random, but now making 7 out of 10. We'll take that. That was more like how you were playing last week when we were on court with Lewis. Sometimes it's just little reminders we need to go through the process correctly. Oh. Right, okay. Going to do a little ball collect here, Gabby, just because with me playing, I don't fancy breaking my ankles on a tennis ball. So, because we're going to go back into live. And we'll start with the backhand. start with the backhand, then I'll return that one short to your forehand, then we play the point out. So still kind of a restricted court, because there's going to be two sort of preset shots there, and then hopefully to finish we'll have time to make it completely live again like we did at the start. Okay? It's pretty quiet on the courts today, right? It's ideal for filming. Go. I'll grab these ones that have went through. You want to jump round to the other to your side, Gabs? Make sure those balls are tucked in at the net so we're not tripping over. Because obviously, if you're thinking about building here, what would be the natural move? Think about the game situation that we're working on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're nicely. They're fine, Gabs. You push them into the net. Okay, so I'm feeding that backhand, then I'm playing that neutral backhand short into your forehand, Gabs. Then we play it out. Still get that pause and pause on the forehand. Good. And then follow it up. Deep. Good. Well left. I'm really pleased with how you hit that one. Good. Pause. Pause. Don't worry if you're missing any volleys. We've not hit a single volley today, so. How was the forehand? Good. Oh, tough one. Oh. Get up, pause and pause. Oh! Oh! Ah. That is a joke point. Give me a fist bump for that. Unreal. Nice one. Right, okay, Gabs. Let's keep going. Forehand's looking great. Okay, interesting. On that slightly shorter ball that you had to get up for, we ended up a little bit off balance. What was it because of? It was your feet. You were a little bit far away and then you end up falling down through the shot. Especially important on that much shorter ball that is dropping in a little bit. To get there quickly, stay balanced, and have that pause and pause. You won't have time for a big pause, but it's more the break in momentum that we kind of talked about. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to give you a couple more of those shorter ones. Got to get up quickly. Yes, there we go. Ah, right, I'm pretty happy with my backhand slice there, though. Here we go. That was a crap feed by me. Oh. Get up, pause, hit, yes. Oh! Yeah, hole in my racket. Well, yeah, there's 100 little holes, but I just didn't hit any of them. Here we go. And up, up, up. Pause. Oh. Ooh, getting greedy on that volley. Obviously, not worried about the volley though. Was the forehand good? I think you're nailing that every time now. Good job. Let's go back into that setup we had for the start, the first game we did at the beginning. I'm going to feed in from the return kind of position. And then we play the point out. As soon as you feel comfortable, go into the attack, okay? Volleys next session, Gabs. Volleys next session. How was the approach though? Good. Up. Feeding from the wrong spot. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Same things apply on the backhand too. So if you do get a backhand, still think about that pause, pause, and you're building there. Oh, yeah. Good depth. Pause. What the head and the chest do? Popped up, you're right. Stay low on the shot. It's going to be harder now because it's random. It's going to be tougher, randomized. So you've got to have that laser focus. As soon as you get that ball, you know, process, pause, low, pause. Okay? As soon as you get that ball. Here we go. Pause, pause. There we go. Sorry, I wasn't even able to get that. I was too mesmerized by the footwork. Good job. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Phase of play there. Potentially trading or ready to take control. What are you doing if you're ready to take control but you're not quite up the court? Intention. What's the intention? We've been thinking about it all session. How would you do that? What's the word? Begins with a B and I've been saying it all session. Anything? It's what we're in right now. Building. Shot intention, building there. It looked like you were trying to finish. Okay? Because you've kind of went a little bit flatter on the ball and it's went wide. What should the shot intention be? Building. There you go. Right, here we go. Great ball. Oh! Good try. Easy to get frustrated at that. What was great about that point? You built the point really well. So now this is really nice for us. We know what we need to work on next session. After we hit that building shot, we'll consolidate that a little bit, and then what we think about finishing at the net. How many volleys have you had today? So many after we fix this building shot. So now this is really nice. We know what to work on tomorrow. This is great. Last couple, Gabs. Oh, yeah. Pause. Were you super balanced with your feet? No. I know it's tough, it's warm in here. We've been playing for a while today, so let's keep it going. Keep that intensity high. Again, Gabs, reload, same side. Keep going. Let's keep pushing. There we go, love it. Okay, well done. Grab a quick sip of water. Good job. Have a drink of water. Just gonna double check this is still recording. Yes, we're still on. Quick sip, and then we'll finish off. We'll go a couple more totally live, but what I want you to do is make sure after that forehand approach, you tell me what happened. Because I've still been telling you a little bit what's happened, what went wrong, what went right. I want you to take ownership here. Tell me what was good, what was bad after the point. And it's not any other shots, just that forehand approach. Okay? Let's keep it going, Gabs. You're doing awesome, Gabby. Keep pushing. I know it's hot in here. Oh! Eh. Eh. Great building into. I love that because you're just inside the court and you're not ready to finish yet. Great shot. Again, same side. Remember that first one is neutral. Ooh. Great pickup. Great pickup. Here we go. Pause. What went wrong? Did you? So maybe when you're getting that pause, make sure you've got the space then. I still think you didn't really have a pause though. Oh, hold on, Gabs, actually. Do you want to move that ball? Sorry. Because that's right in the zone where you're going to be approaching to. Cheers. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh. Did you have the pause? It was close. Either way, that's a great session. Well done. Well done. Now, I think ultimately there we've more than doubled your consistency on that short ball. Done some awesome work there. Let's make sure next session we get on and we do a little bit of work on those volleys. We'll keep consolidating that, but honestly, you should feel really pleased with that. Good job.